So I literally made myself stop and take a break because since I've gotten home from work, I've been obsessing over fucking furniture again. Okay, I think this camera keeps moving and it's driving me absolutely insane. I'm just like not here for it. I'm in a weird state of mind. I don't know if I have OCD. If I do, it's not severe. It's because like, okay, so OCD, it's like obsession and compulsion. I hope that's the right tense. I do get extremely obsessive about furniture. And I don't know why. I just get very obsessed with like this idea in my mind. And it's like it's something that I can't solve. I'm like, okay, this could be cool, but it doesn't match the color of this, which matches this shape, but not this thing ideally. And if I get this, then I would need this because it doesn't solve my problem for this. And in the end, like, I end up spending, it's not just one day, it's like multiple days and so many hours of my life. I'm not making any sense. How am I still alive? What? Okay. I killed 2 people. Okay, I know this thing moved. I'm straight losing it. And it's not fun. And I think my tripod's messed up. So that's cool. That's really awesome. I think my laptop's gonna die like relatively soon. I just had to repay for Microsoft Office again. It's so annoying because Best Buy sends you like this little cute emoji. I'm gonna lose it. Should I just like roll with it? Should I just accept that this is the way things are gonna be? If it wants to go that way, fucking fine. You know what? I'm not in control. I'm just gonna let it do whatever the fuck it wants. If it wants to move, it wants to move. Okay? I'm not the director of my own life. What the fuck was I talking about? I was talking about furniture, but then I segued into something else. OCD. Wow, no, it's gone for me. I don't know. Yeah, basically it's like I get obsessed and then I don't stop thinking about it. I just don't. I go over it in my head again and again and again, and like I remeasure everything again and again and again. Like I get my tape measure and I measure the exact same part of the room again. Like I've already measured this one area in my living room so many times. I know it's 72 inches across. It's weirdly perfect, but I keep going back to it. I'm like, let me remeasure it again. Let me just like make sure. And then maybe I could do it this way. And then I decide on something, and then I have one more thought, and it's like, no, that doesn't work because of this reason. And it's just, I shit you not, I can do this from the minute I get home for literally until it's like, oh my god, I need to take a shower and go to bed. Like I can literally do that for 4 hours straight, and it's scary. I'm going in between websites and I'm going back to, I'm losing my shit. This controller's not working. Oh my god. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so I keep like looking up different pieces of furniture that I've already seen, furniture that I already decided not to get for whatever reason, and then I go back to it because I'm like, wait a minute, why didn't I think this was a good idea? Now I'm thinking it is a good idea. And then I decide on something, and then I'm like, wait, but that item isn't in stock, so that doesn't make any sense. And then I'm like, wait, Elise, you have there's no, like, you shouldn't need to spend $250 on a dining table when there's an $87 one right here, and it would work better for this reason and that reason. But then I'm like, if I get that table and I can't get the white bookshelves, but I could get the white bookshelves if I put them in this room, like, behind me, that would be kind of perfect, actually. So, like, okay, here's my whole dilemma. I need bookcases. I have one, it's more, fucking hell, it's more of a, like, open plan. I might put, like, pictures on, actually, here, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I came here to escape looking at these things, and now I'm like, well, maybe I'll put the images in here. Like, maybe not. Maybe that's a very bad idea. Basically, I have that one from Target that's, like, it has, like, a walnut color. I think that's walnut. I don't know. It's the light oak. The light oak. There it is. With the metal, like the black metal frame. I have that one. I love it. I got it on Facebook Market years ago. I love that shelf. And then I have another ladder shelf that I got from a friend that was selling stuff, and it's really good. It's really cute. It's just like another, like, kind of a light oak color, and it's just like, you know, gradually going from slimmer to larger shelves, like from top to bottom. It's, excuse me, a nice shelf, and I like it. My problem is that they're not bookcases. They don't have, like, ends, and that drives me insane. So it's very difficult to, like, just line everything with books. That, and, like, I have magazines. I have jewelry magazines, and I have, like, interior design magazines. I feel like there's a heavy irony in that. I have music books, and I have a fuck ton of journals. And so, like, I'm just trying to put literally all of those things in one spot. To not have things hiding, like all of my journals in the pantry. Like, I have a little, like, literally a whole cabinet just full of journals, because I don't want to look at them because they're all different sizes and all different colors, and I can't make them work together in an open space. And I have some of the magazines underneath my TV. I have others at the bottom of my shelf where I can't see them. I have decorative books, like really cool ones, but they're big and they're difficult. Like, I have this really cool Dante's Inferno one that's just like the art from the book, and I have this really cool, like, films of the 40s one. I have this, like, graphic one of Frankenstein. Like, I have cool shit, and I want them to hide. I want to figure it out. So anyway, I just wanted to get just some normal ass fucking bookcases, except it's proving to be an exceptionally difficult task. And I realize how stupid this is to be crying and whining about it. But when I say that I cannot stop thinking about it, I'm at work trying to, like, figure out where this shelf could go if I decide to go with the birch color. Because if I go with the birch color, then it could go in the front of the room. But if it goes in the front of the room, I can only have 2 cases, not 3. And if it goes in the place that I want it to go, then I have to figure out what table I want, because it takes up an awful lot of space. So then I probably wouldn't be able to get the 55-inch long table, even though I really like it. And I should get the round table, but I don't like round tables, so maybe I should just put the bookcases back here. But the problem with the round table is that it's not very big, so it's not going to take up enough space over there, and it's just going to be like, I won't be optimizing the space enough over there. Was it just me, or did I do that just really neatly right there? This is fascinating. Someone should study me. But, like, I'm losing my goddamn mind. So here's what, and then I was going down a rabbit hole, and I saw that you could do the birch cases if you do the really tall birch cases, and then you could put black doors on them. And holy fuck, did that look hot. It's a piece of furniture that looked fucking sexy, and I wanted it. But those fucking doors are $60 a piece. So if I get 2 of these tall bookshelves, I gotta get 4 doors. That's $240 on fucking doors for fucking shelves, and I don't need them. I have no right spending $240 on doors. Not in this fucking economy. I could spend that on so many other things. Not doors. So I peeled myself away, and I took a shower. And when I got out, I started thinking about it all over again. I was looking at the rooms, and I wasn't, like, I haven't eaten dinner yet. Like, I've just been thinking about this. That's it. That's why I'm eating toast. I was like, I need to pull away from it. I need to not think about it. If I try to, it's also annoying because the buttons aren't, So here's what I decided. Actually, yeah. Let's swing this around since this is swinging around anyway. Okay, we're going this way. Okay, so I could put, I've already measured it out. It would fit 3, I think they're 31.5-inch shelves, like wide. I can put 3 of them there. 3 white ones. It would match all the white furniture in here. It would make this dark room very bright, and I could put stuff on top of there. And I could have everything nice and neat and even, and everything would fit there. All of the books. All of everything. I could get the proper little storage containers, and I could just like stuff. I could stuff stuff in there. I love it when that happens. And nobody would have to see it. No one would have to know. And the cool thing is that when I'm relaxing at the front of the room, I don't have to look at it. And I won't just turn around and I won't freak out about like how it's messy or how it's not perfect. Because it'll be in here in the dark room and I won't ever have to look at it. It's also the cheapest option. Those shelves are $29. Everyone else was more expensive. So that's decided. I hate that I get this way. I really, really, really do. And Lord have mercy on the man that decides to love me for everything that I am, because this is some shit he's gonna have to deal with for like literally the rest of his life. Like my future 3-year-old is gonna be like, what's mommy doing? And it's just gonna be me like going ape shit on the furniture and moving everything around, and her dad is gonna be like, that's just mommy, she's just crazy. But she thinks moving the furniture will make her happy, so we're gonna let her move it. And then I'd be like, thank you for accepting me for who I am. I fucking hope that's how my life goes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, I just like, I needed to get away from that, and and so like, yeah, is that OCD? I don't know. It's only with furniture that I get this way. However, I think it's only furniture because I've harnessed all of that frustration into moving furniture. Like that's what I would do when I was a kid, when I would get really upset or like, I don't know, I spent a lot of, I mean, as all kids do, you're just like frustrated. You can't do anything. You have control over nothing. And so like that was the one thing that I did have control over, and I think that's why I just like put all of my focus on it. Except I don't know how to stop. And the worst part of it is that I can't ever make a decision. So in the end, nothing ever changes. That's the worst fucking part. Truly. Maybe I'll just play one more game. This is it. I didn't want to linger too long. I just like, I needed to get that out. Like, fuck. I was also listening to I listen to Conan O'Brien's podcast a lot, and that's most of what I listened to today. And I was trying this new thing where like I just let the podcast keep going. Like I don't stop it. I don't try to find somebody that I'm genuinely interested, or like somebody that I like, you know, like I didn't want to not listen to somebody new, you know, just because I didn't know them. Like I wanted to try something new. So I listened to one about Howie Mandel, and like I know who he is, but like I don't really care for him. I was like, oh, he's a game show host, cool, whatever. I didn't know he was a comedian. That's pretty fucking cool. And I literally like looked up some of his stand-up, and I mean, it was okay, it was funny. But then I saw him on like an episode of Conan in like, I don't know, the 90s, and it was really fucking funny. Like he's just a funny guy. I don't know, so that just gave me new light on it. And then he did talk a bit about having OCD and like what that's like, which, Jesus, sounds awful. It sounds like what I do, except times 1,000, which I can't imagine. I don't know what the fuck I would do, because like he mentioned like, you know, you go and you check the door because you're not sure if you closed it, or you know, whatever. So then you go and you check it, and then you get back in the car and you're like, oh fuck, but did I just forget to do that now because I went back and checked it? And so you go check again, and then you're like, well, fuck, what if I move something out of place? And like, but he said that he can do that for hours and will actually miss going to things because this happens sometimes. which is really fucking crazy. Not crazy like he's crazy, more like crazy like that's a difficult situation. That's honestly just awful. I would hate that, as I'm sure he does. But he also mentioned just like, you know, just anxiety and depression as well. And yeah, it was just like really cool to listen to. You should listen to the episode. And then another episode that I listened to was, I don't remember her name. And I didn't know who it was until they mentioned that she's Debbie Downer, like on SNL, that one skit. And I was like, oh shit, I know exactly who she is. She's so funny. Yeah, that was really cool. Just to, I don't know. She seems cool. She is funny. There's so many people that are from like the Boston area that like I did not know, like ever. Like including Conan. He's from Brookline. I had no idea. Brookline's fucking cool. I hope I run into him one day. Like honestly, he's somebody that I would like genuinely love to meet, and I wouldn't be ashamed of walking up to him. That's the thing that scares me about ever seeing somebody famous. Like I don't think I would want to disturb them. Like I have that, I don't know, it's just, I don't know if it's an anxiety thing or what. I just like sincerely don't want to bother them. I want them to just have, you know, go about whatever the fuck they're doing. But he's somebody that I admire enough that I think I would just walk up to him and be like, hey, like, thank you for everything that you do, because it genuinely makes my day better. I really like what you do, and I like how you've been doing it, and I hope you continue to do it. Like, that's kind of just really what I would say, just because it really does mean a lot to me. Because I listen to his shit so much. I really like that podcast. He's also one of like the first, I don't know, like when I was first accepting that I did have anxiety and all that shit, I don't want to talk about my anxiety more. I just keep talking about that. I'll play one more game. It's just coming up. I don't have anybody to talk to. I'm drinking an apple tea, and the toast is butter with strawberry jelly, and it's my second slice, because that was important information. I'm just like, my mind's literally just like in a can't stop, won't stop phase. Conan. Anxiety, yeah. So, I started listening to his podcast pretty soon after it came out. And this was around the time that I also read Steve Martin's autobiography, Born Standing Up. And, like, this was when I really first started, like, I don't know, like, really paying attention to celebrities. Like, now all I do is watch interviews, and it's very comforting for me. Like, I don't know why. It's just, like, I'm getting off topic. But, with Steve Martin's autobiography, it was just like really cool. It's like see where he came from, that he worked at Disney World for, you know, however long, or Disneyland, I guess Disneyland. I think he was in California. But there's just this one line that really stuck with me, and it just like had such an impact. But he was talking about how he's going on tour, and he's at literally like just the peak of his comedy career, his stand-up career, and he says that he's just like going from city to city, from hotel room to hotel room, and that you're doing all this traveling, and it seems extravagant, and you're making all this money, and you're the guy on the stage, and everybody is laughing at you. But at the end of it, you're just going from hotel room to hotel room, and really, Elise? You're just going from hotel room to hotel room, and there's nowhere to look but inward. And that just like, that hit. And did you hear, I said that hit, not they hit, I don't know. Yeah, so that was just like really eye-opening. And then like at the time that I was reading his book, I happened to find one of his stand-up like shows on vinyl. Like there was a recording. It wasn't the first show, it was the second one, I guess the second tour. So when I got to that chapter, I like stopped reading and like listened to the vinyl, and like it was a pretty cool experience, I must say. They should really do autobiographies like that, or books like that, like pair them with like a recording of, you know, something or whatever. I don't know. I think it's a good idea, but I would buy it. Oh, what was I talking about? Conan. So it was around this time that I started listening to Conan's show, and I started like really listening to comedians, especially in like a different light. Like, I don't know, almost like studying them. I find comedians just like so fascinating, just like as a whole. Like I've kind of decided that there's something like scientists, just because like the definition of science is like finding patterns in the natural world, and like, is that not what a comedian does? Like, I think there's a few other jobs, like professions, that like that's really purely what you're doing, but you, at the end of it, you're just like making observations and patterns and then like making jokes about it. I don't know, it's pretty fucking cool. Anyway, I keep getting so off topic. Yeah, so it's around this time that I'm listening to his podcast, and he talks a lot about his anxiety and like how he struggles with just like self-hatred and self-deprecation. You hear it in his jokes all of the time, but it's just like, I don't know. And he said that he grew up very shy, like in school and all of that stuff, and like that was just like groundbreaking to me, because I don't know, like in my mind this is the funny guy, so I thought that he wouldn't ever be somebody who was shy or somebody who had a difficult time talking to others, like in any light, or somebody that like focuses so harshly on the random bad things that happen, or even if they're not bad, you just focus on it, and you put, and like you can't not focus on it. It was just like so astounding to hear that somebody who talks for a living deals with this. And I don't know, it made it feel more possible for me to work on, I don't know, like be a part of a conversation, or like be a part of a room, like not to hide in the corner. Like it made it feel more possible, if that makes any sense at all. It made me feel like, it made me realize how not weird I am. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. Like a lot of my self-hatred always came from this idea that I'm weird. Like, why can't I be normal? What's wrong with me? Why can't I just talk to people? Why can't I just understand what they're talking about? Why do I live under a rock? Why do I not know what's going on? Why am I so confused in a conversation or in a situation? Like, I'm just like, there's a lot to people and to situations that like I just don't understand, and it upsets me, and then I'm mad at myself. And hearing a lot of those similar thoughts come from, I don't know, from somebody like that, it made me feel less alone, and it made me feel like I'm not special because I feel these things, and I can get through it, and at the end of the day I can do whatever I want. It's just about, you know, fucking doing it and just getting past that voice that says you can't do that. Oh, he's had a huge impact on my life, and in addition to just like making me laugh, and not just with his podcast, but with when he started doing the Tonight Show. That when he started doing that, that was around the time that my mom was starting to let me like stay up later, and we were watching it when it was still Jay Leno's show. So Jay Leno was leaving, and I was kind of sad, because I did like it when he hosted, and like one of my favorite things was when he would do like the Monday night, like Monday headliners or something. I always thought those were so fucking funny. But yeah, I was sad about it. So I saw Conan's first episode, and I'm almost positive it was Will Ferrell that was on the first one. That's what my memory is telling me. I could be wrong. But anyway, I loved it. I thought this guy was just like so goofy and quirky and funny, and like I understood his jokes more than I understood Jay Leno's, because Jay Leno's was really geared to like more of an adult audience, but with Conan, you didn't have to be an adult knowing what was going on politically or in current events to laugh at his show. Like he just was really funny. And I ended up really loving it. And then when they took it away from him, I remember getting so angry. I was like, what the fuck? And my mom was like, this is messed up. They took the show from him. And I was like, I really like his show. And then I did keep watching when he did get his own show. And then I remember I went back and watched Jay Leno's, like when he got like his own full show. And I was like, this isn't good. You made a mistake. How did we get here? This will be the last game, for sure, for sure, for sure. I really didn't want to do another half-hour long one. I don't know what it is. I can't keep myself from doing half-hour long videos. I really don't mean to. But I think, as far as the furniture goes, Jesus, I'm just gonna get the fucking shelves, because if I don't, it's never gonna end. It is never gonna end. And I honestly should not be spending money on furniture right now, but I know if I don't, it's not gonna end. That and like Thanksgiving is coming up, so it's just gonna be me in my apartment for like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's just 4 days of me staring at the fucking wall and not being able to do anything about it, because it's gonna be around Black Friday and everybody's gonna be shopping, and I'm gonna want absolutely nothing to do with being out in public and being on the roads, cause no. I went to was it Market Basket? No, I went to Trader Joe's on Monday, and it was very busy, and I saw all the Thanksgiving shit, and I was like, fuck. I will use this time to rant about one last thing, because I'm literally like, it is the one thing that would make me want to not live in New England anymore, or at least like in this area. I like living here, but y'all have trash grocery stores, and Market Basket is peak fucking grocery store trash. Like I desperately want to one day walk in and be like, can I speak to the manager? Because I shit you not, I'm literally about, like, I'm there, like, getting a basket is a fucking ordeal. Like, when I went to a smaller one, because the bigger one drives me fucking crazy. I'm starting to get, like, so heated. But here's the problem. Y'all don't know how to organize a fucking store. All y'all know how to do is just, like, stuff the shelves with product, and you don't even need all of that product there. You just, like, put it all there because you don't understand the concept of, like, restocking shelves as the day goes on. And you just have, like, copious, like, ridiculous amounts of aisles. You don't need them. And because you have so many aisles, it's very difficult for two people or, like, two carts to go, like this way at the same time. And so, like, when the carts can barely get through, there's people actually trying to get their things to shop, like, in addition to the carts that are there, it becomes nearly impossible, and you just have, like, traffic jams all over that goddamn store. And then the fact that, I don't know, I just, like, I hate it so much. I hate it with every fiber of my being. My hands are, like, so sweaty. I hate going there so fucking much. I do everything in my power to not go there, but I end up having to go there, like, at least once a month, and it's the worst. Like, all I will say is that y'all need to figure your shit out. I could literally do an entire video just on why Market Basket is a bad grocery store. Like, literally just on that. Like, why don't you have a medium-sized cart? I need something bigger than a basket, like a carrying basket, and I need something smaller than the big cart, because trudging on through that store with a big cart is a fucking nightmare. Get smaller ones. It would save so much space. When you walk in, there should be an area for me to walk in, like, free of obstacles, without cash registers, without shelves. Like, I walk in, it's me and my basket, I'm free to roam. It's just, like, I saw one area that it was just, like the way that the products are organized, too, like, between aisles makes absolutely no fucking sense. But that's for, like, y'all have 4 fucking frozen sections. Why? Just pick a spot. Pick a place in the fucking store. Make that all the frozen area. You can have all the pizzas there, all the meats there, all the dairy. Like, well, maybe not the dairy. I don't know. We could talk that over. But just to like highlight one very specific part of this, I was walking through the aisles. I have to walk through every single fucking aisle because I don't know where anything is. And one of these aisles, I shit you not, had, like, okay, the big jugs of Arizona iced tea. I imagine one of those is about a foot long, yeah? So I walked past this whole fucking section of just these big-ass jugs of Arizona iced tea, okay? There were 3 shelves of them, and I shit you not, there were at least a dozen lined widthways, okay? We haven't even talked about, like, all of the ones behind. I imagine, like, maybe 7 rows behind that. So you have, I don't know, what the fuck is that? 1284 times 3 is like 250-ish, a little bit more than that. Did you hear the number I just fucking said? 250? I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's accurate. I'd have to go back and count. But, like, I was so stressed out, and I just saw, like, this entire row of, like, this little fucking colony of Arizona iced tea. There's hundreds of them. There's no reason for that. That is so much fucking space. You cannot tell me you were going to sell out of all of that in one morning. Like, just put 50 out there. When you run out, restock it. That would save up so much space. Literally just that. Literally just that. That's the problem, but, like, for an entire store. I fucking hate Market Basket. I don't know how I'm going to go to sleep. I'm, like, so... Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you for helping me pause and stop freaking out about furniture. Okay, bye.